Our coverage, California Senator, member of the Judiciary Committee, Alex Padilla is here. Senator, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Nicole. Thanks for having me back.
I mean, your thoughts about the entirety of Kash Patel's appearance today on Capitol Hill?
Look, I mean, well, just the clip that you just shared just shows how unserious he is about this job, the disdain and disregard he has for members of the Senate as we're trying to do our job of conducting oversight. He's clearly unprofessional. He's in over his head. But we knew this back in January when he came through first for his confirmation hearing. And our worst fears have actually come true. He's absolutely politicized the FBI, forget the independence of the Bureau and the Department of Justice as a whole. But Kash Patel is simply serving a party of one. He's exerting retribution on Trump's enemies list to try to please the president and keep his job.
Senator, I wonder if you have any sense that to see MAGA ally, Republican Senator from Louisiana, Kennedy, so, I don't know the right word because I don't want to lift it up too much. He's just stating the obvious. But to see a Republican state the obvious to Kash Patel, that his answers are nonsensical and unsatisfactory, do you see this moving toward disclosure of all the Epstein files for the victims who have made a pretty concerted effort to ask the Republican women who seem to be moved by their testimony to continue to push?
Right, that disclosure, it's only a matter of time. It can and should happen. So the question of why hasn't it happened yet leads you to the question of what does Donald Trump have to hide? Because if you recall, a year ago, candidate Donald Trump was going around saying, release the files, release the Epstein files. Just a couple of months ago, oh, we have binders and binders of evidence. And now there's nothing to see here. Something's not right. Something smells fishy. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche visits Ghislaine Maxwell in prison. All of a sudden, she shifted to a much nicer accommodation, and she claims that Donald Trump is maybe in the clear here. This is all being orchestrated. It is a cover-up, and it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out.
Kash Patel's sworn testimony today was that the decision to move her was made by, quote, the Bureau of Prisons. He actually corrects Senator Schiff and says it again, the Bureau of Prisons. Do you think that was truthful?
I think it is really, really hard to believe that, Kash Patel is not in the room with Pam Bondi, and if not Donald Trump himself, certainly those protecting him in the White House, making these kinds of plans, making these types of calculations. It's all orchestrated, I have no doubt.
You are in this extraordinarily unique position as a United States Senator. You were wrestled to the ground, forced onto your stomach with your hands behind your back and temporarily detained by law enforcement. So you've lived with some of the consequences and the stories that we cover here every day in a way that no one else in your body, fortunately, has in the U.S. Senate. I wonder if you can just take me through your thoughts about the kind of rhetoric you're hearing from the Trump administration, specifically from J.D. Vance, about what plans they have for speech on the left.
Right. Well, I'll talk a little bit about the incident and what it means for speech and anybody willing to dissent with this extreme Trump agenda. And then let's get back to the FBI and the purpose of today's hearing. Look, when I attended that Homeland Security press conference a couple months ago and ended up in handcuffs for the audacity to try to ask a question, doing my job as a senator to provide that oversight and accountability, I think the administration was sending a message of how they will treat anybody who disagrees with them. I happen to be a U.S. senator with a question, but think about how many people, literally tens and tens of thousands of people across the country that are being detained, that are being arrested, many being deported without due process because of this extreme agenda by the White House. I mean, that should be a wake-up call. And post that press conference, I did come back and share with my colleagues, both sides of the aisle, that the Trump administration has laid the foundation to militarize, bring terror to any city in America on any issue. It was Los Angeles then. It's been Washington, D.C. of late, and now there's chatter about Memphis, threats against Chicago. He's called out San Francisco, New York, others. Not a coincidence. Municipalities with Democratic leadership. It is a partisan attack, blatant and transparent. Now, coming back to the FBI, because there's actually a serious connection here. How many people have been redirected from their core jobs and mission to this quote-unquote mass deportation agenda, the quote-unquote immigration enforcement operation? Well, we know it's not working because the vast majority of people being detained, being arrested, et cetera, are not the dangerous, violent criminals that they talk so much about. What really should concern people, in addition to all that, is what missions are going uncovered because agents have been redirected. This administration has shifted more agents away from their missions, whether it's cybercrime, white-collar crime, drug trafficking, et cetera, to immigration enforcement with not significant results. More agents being redirected than we redirected after 9/11. Put that into context.
Senator, 5 FBI agents, 3 in a lawsuit and 2 in a rare public interview with the New York Times today, speak about the political retribution underway at the FBI. Would you like to hear from them? Would you like to understand better what you just articulated, what is happening and how they are purging all this expertise, the kind of people that could protect us against threats that one former FBI agent said on my program today, the chatter and the threat environment is more dire than it was even, quote, before 9/11.
Yeah, so we would absolutely love to hear from them. And again, it's not just about proving the administration wrong or proving the lies that some of the nominees that have come through the judiciary for confirmation spewed at the time, but out of interest for public safety. Because with so many people having been purged, we're losing institutional memory. We're losing expertise, and the morale impact on the agents that remain at all levels is hindering the FBI from doing its job, hindering the FBI from keeping us as safe as possible. That's the result brought to you by Patel, Attorney General Bondi, and Donald Trump.
Let me just quickly ask you one last question. The rhetoric coming from Donald Trump is in such stark contrast from the reaction to the tragic shooting of Charlie Kirk from George W. Bush, from President Obama, from President Bill Clinton, and from any president in the past at any incident of political violence in America. Has his reaction and his administration's public rhetoric scared you at all?
Well, sadly, it's not shocking, but it's what we've come to expect from Donald Trump. And let me be clear, political violence is unacceptable in any way, shape, or form, whether it's from the left or from the right or anywhere. A real leader would be using an incident like this to unite the country. Donald Trump can't help himself. He continues to divide and try to fan the flames.
Senator Alex Padilla, thank you so much for your time today.